Hey guys, welcome back guys to a brand new box office video. Yeah guys, we're back. Back for another weekend box office video. I'm sorry guys about the last video that I did. I'm so sorry about the last box office video. That video was supposed to release on Monday, but that video is supposed to come out on Tuesday, but it is released on Thursday. So, that was supposed to come out on Tuesday, but it released on Wednesday. So, yeah. But first up, I just got 14,400 codes. But yeah, but right now we are back on the Super Mario Bros. Movie page on Google to see if I know how much money it made on its 6th weekend. So here we go. The movie is still in theaters, but yeah. So let's check and see how much the money it made on its. Let's just see how much money it made on its 6th weekend and how much it made altogether, shall we? So together, the movie just passed $1.22 billion, which means it passed over $1.23 billion. It just passed the $1.2 billion mark, guys. That's amazing, but not always. Because if you look here, you can see the movie is at 1.210 billion, which is super weird to say because that's just a bit weird. So, yeah. So let's look at the box office. The Mario movie made close to $13 million on its 6th weekend. But yeah, say that this is the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Right now, let's look at the movies right now of highest grosses. Wait. Okay. Highest grosses. No, that's superheroes. Animated movies. So if you're going to do highest grosses animated films ever, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is still. So pretty much if we put it together, it didn't make $1.2 billion. It pretty much made $1,219,000,000. Which means it made around 50 million on that weekend. But yeah, so today, so my prediction is, will the Super Mario Bros. Movie pass Incredibles 2? It's still 100% going to pass the Incredibles 2. If the movie still do pretty high the next few weeks, maybe. My prediction is, it is possible that the movie could make a lot more than a lot of people have been expected. But yeah, but the Super Mario Bros. Movie is right now past the $1.2 billion mark, and it passed millions a week ago. And of course, look at what it is right now. I thought last weekend it would pass the second Incredibles, which is not going to. But let's just hope the 7th weekend do pretty good. If it does do pretty good on the 7th weekend, the movie only needs to make 30. Wait, one. Excuse me, one. It needs to make like 23 to 25. It needs to make like around 23. Has to make like 24 to 25 million dollars on its 7th weekend. Which here's the problem with the 7th weekend. Fast X comes out that weekend, and the Mario movie is doomed. And the Mario movie is suffering at the box office. Now, if you guys don't know, guys, today the Mario movie just got on digital. Guys, look. Guys, look. Wait. Just give me a minute. Look. The Super Mario Bros. Movie, you can now rent it on Amazon Prime Video. You can rent it for $24.99 or buy it for $29.99, which you can rent the movie or buy the movie now on digital. So here's the problem with that. With the movie now on digital this early, the movie is not going to make a lot more money at the box office. I'm still predicting that it will pass $1.3 billion. I'm still predicting that it's still going to do pretty high. And my prediction is it will defeat the first Frozen, but not defeat Frozen 2. I'm going to say the Mario movie will be in the top 3 movies. It's still going to. It's still. It still has to pass that movie mark. And with the movie now on digital, on VUDU, Redbox, Prime Video, all these services that you have to rent movies, all of that. So yeah, also on YouTube as well. But yeah, but because if you look back here, you can watch it on VUDU, YouTube, Redbox, and Google Play, and on Prime Video. So yeah, but look at this number. But of course, this number right here, is pretty interesting. The movie, because again, people has been predicted that the movie at the box office would pass $1.2 billion, which it did. But my question I have is, will the movie make more than $1.2 billion? I'm still saying that the movie. I'm just saying that the movie. I think it has another extra $81 million with the movie. Mexico is doing pretty good with the movie. Mexico has been making a lot of money. Japan has been making a lot of money. And this last weekend, was the 3rd weekend of Japan. Which, let's look at Japan, shall we? Let's look at Japan's box office, shall we? Gotta find it. United Kingdom just passed almost $62 million. That's good. It only did $33 million in Japan. I mean, China. Where is Japan? Okay, in Japan, the movie just passed $48 million in Japan. $48 million. And on its second weekend, Japan, it opened up very, very big in Japan. So what does this mean? Well, Japan is still making a lot of numbers. And my prediction is, wait. Oh wait. Oh, okay. We don't have the Japan numbers yet. We don't have the Japan weekends left. We don't know anything about Japan, but yeah. I'm just saying. Excuse me. Wait. Did it. Wait. Okay. Let's talk about this for just one moment, okay? Okay? Wait. Hope to not do that again, but yeah. But if you think about it, okay? Okay, so with the Super Mario Bros. Movie making a lot of money, I'm just saying, how much does the Mario movie could go for? How much could the Mario movie go for? I don't know how long the Mario movie could be at the box office. I'm just saying that the Mario movie needs to do pretty big in the next few weeks. My prediction is for the United States on its 7th weekend, this upcoming next weekend, I'm predicting that the Mario movie is gonna pass a pretty high number. I'm gonna try and say this, but I don't know. Excuse me, but my prediction is $9.5 million. Around $9.5 million or $9 million. That's my prediction. It could go down to $8 million. But if it can still have a high number, my prediction is, if the movie can still have a high number, in 2023. Then in May, at its 7th weekend, then yeah, I'm still predicting that yes, the Mario movie will pass Incredibles 2 at the box office this upcoming weekend. If it does pretty high in Japan, if it does very, very good in Japan on its next weekend, if it does very, very high in Japan, because the movie is still in Japan, and in Japan is making a lot of money. Like I just said, like what I just showed you guys. Like I showed you guys, Japan just made $448 million, and Japan is still making a lot of money. And Japan is the main reason why the box office is going pretty high. And yeah, so I think there's still a possibility that yes, I think the Mario movie still have around a yeah. I think the Mario movie only has 80. I'm gonna say the Mario movie still has $100 million left. I think the Mario movie only has $100 million left from its box office run. But my final prediction until all of these box office is done, because this week is when Fast X comes out, and the next week is when the Little Mermaid comes out, and the week after that is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which I have heard it's gonna be opening up very big on its first weekend. I've been hearing like $75 to $85 million, which that's a pretty high number. That next week is Transformers Rise of the Beast, which I have heard it's only going to be opened up around $35 to $40 million, which my prediction is Transformers Rise of the Beast is going to do well. I know that people say it's going to be absolutely a disaster, but if the movie does pretty good on its first weekend and it passes over $50 million, then in the United States on its first weekend, and it still does pretty high, like 40, 30, 20, 10, if it still does that, my prediction is yes, the Transformers Rise of the Beast will pass $500 million, of course, 100%. That's why my prediction. So yeah, I'll be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in just a minute. So, I know you saw Rocket on the thumbnail. Just give me a minute. I will get into that in just a minute. So yeah, but of course, why is it doing that? I don't know why. But yeah. So yeah, for me, I feel like the Mario movie. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do this, do that, go to my photos. Hello? Hello? There we go. Wait. Of course, it still says it's recorded, so that's good. So yeah, but like I was saying before, Guardians 3, of course, Transformers Rise of the Beast will be on June 9th, the day after my birthday, releasing the day after my birthday. So yeah, and then that next week will be The Flash, and then that next week will be Elemental, and then Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny, and the new DreamWorks film that's about to come out, and I think Oppenheimer is also coming out on that day as well. So yeah, but I'm just saying the Super Mario Bros. Movie is gonna have a big box office. By far, it's still gonna do pretty big. If Fast X comes out, the movie's still gonna do pretty big. With Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, like Guardians 3 on its second weekend did a lot of money. made, I don't know how much it made, but it made pretty good money. The Mario movie still do pretty big on its sixth weekend. It made close to $13 million on its sixth weekend, which is still a pretty big success. 13 million is still a big success for the Mario movie in the United States. And I think it's still going to do pretty big on its seventh weekend. Not as big as like the other weekends, 13, 18, 30. It's not going to be that much high numbers, but I predicted 8 million to 9 million. 8 or 9 million. That's my prediction for this upcoming weekend. My prediction of how much the movie is going to pass, I think it's going to pass 1,248,000,000, excuse me, 1,248,000,000 or 1,250,000,000 around that time. I have no idea how much the Mario movie still has it in him. The movie just made less than $1 million yesterday, and it's gonna still do pretty big. So what are my final predictions? Well, my final prediction is I hope it passes $1,250,000,000 on its seventh weekend, because it still has a possibility. So yeah, and pretty much, yeah, all that stuff. It's pretty big. It's still pretty big right now, and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I think One more thing I want to say is one of my final predictions for the final weekend. Well, what is my final predictions of how much it's gonna make altogether? Well, I predicted that the movie I predicted that if the movie still does pretty big, I predict it's going to pass $1.3 billion. I think it will pass 1.3. I'm going to probably say 1.31. 1.31. My prediction was 1.335 million. 1.335 billion. And if it does that, then yeah, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is super successful, and it must that whole topic go. Now, how much money? So, if you think about that, what does this mean for the box office going forward? What does this mean for the box office going forward? Like, what does this mean? Well, let's go into the old time tier. Let's go to the old time tier, and then do that. So, how much money? So, what place do I feel that the Super Mario Bros. Movie is going to end up yet? Well, like I said before, the movie just passed around 1.2 billion, over around 1.22 billion dollars, which it says right here that it didn't make that because the app is just. So yeah, so my final prediction is the movie is going to be, if it does $1,335,000,000, it's going to sit at the number 17 spot. It will pass Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. It will pass Jurassic World 2, Fallen Kingdom, which I think was an okay movie. It will pass Frozen, which is going to be pretty big. It will pass Beauty and the Beast. It will defeat Incredibles 2, The Fate of the Furious, Iron Man 3. So, how much? So, let's talk about all this together. So let's put all this together, shall we? On its seventh weekend, it's going to pass. On its seventh weekend, it's going to pass Iron Man 3, The Fate of the Furious, and Incredibles 2. It's going to pass these. It will pass. Okay, let this. Okay, it's going to be passing. It will be passing. These three movies on the screen right now. It will pass these three movies on its seventh weekend. If it does pretty high and it makes an extra $30 million or something like that, like of course, I could also see it passing Beauty and the Beast. If the movie does pretty well. If the movie does really well, I could see it, if the movie makes an extra $50 million on it. Like this, okay? If the movie makes another extra $50 million on its seventh weekend, like 9 million in the United States, probably maybe 15 million in Japan, and other regions that still can make pretty high numbers, I could see a possible Beauty and the Beast, and it could be, and the movie could be in the top 30. It could be in the top 30 movies in 2020, and on its seventh weekend. So yeah. So what does this mean for its eighth weekend? The eighth weekend is when things get really difficult for the Mario movie because the movie. So yeah. So let's talk about the films that could possibly pass. So my prediction is the Mario movie is gonna possibly, in my opinion, the Super Mario Bros. Movie on its eighth weekend, it's gonna pass $1.29 billion. So what does that mean? Well, the only movie that's gonna be that means the only movie that the Mario movie is gonna be passing would be Frozen. And it will only pass Frozen on its eighth weekend. Wait, yeah. We got no, guys. Let's go back. Frozen. If you look at Frozen, okay. Okay, it will only, because it will pass Frozen, only Frozen. But it says right here that Frozen passed 1.29 million, which 100%, I feel like 100%, it will pass that. So yeah. Now, it will pass Frozen, it will pass the first Frozen on its eighth weekend. It has to. It will pass Frozen. The Mario movie is now in the top 3 highest grossest animated movies ever made. That's a huge number for a lot of people, so yeah. And that's it. I think it might end that way. But I can still do it. Okay. Ninth weekend is when, the ninth weekend, the ninth weekend is going to be difficult. Because when the ninth weekends come, that's when Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse comes out on its ninth weekend, which this is going to be pretty hard, very hard for the Mario movie, but if the Mario movie can make a single $20 million, if it can make like $20 million or under, like $18 million, 20 to 18 million, that means the movie would pass. If it could pass that number, if it could pass the 1,310 million, if it could pass $1,310 million, let's just say this, okay? $1,311 million. It will officially pass the film we all know of, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So on its ninth weekend, it will pass Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom with the biggest number of $1,311 million. If it makes 20 million, if it can make 20 million on its ninth weekend, so yeah. And then we head to the final weekend, which I feel like the final weekend of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, the 10th weekend, which I feel like would be the final weekend of the Mario movie to be in theaters, or to keep the Mario movie in theaters until the end of the year, because I have heard a prediction that has been saying that the Mario movie is not going to be released until New Year's Eve, which I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Look at Minions: The Rise of Gru. That came out in July. That came out July of last year, and that movie got on DVD in November. So, why are you saying that the Mario movie, like this, okay? Let's just talk, okay? Before I talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I'm almost going to start with the Mario movie, that's stuff. I'm not going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 for too much. I'm just going to focus on the Mario movie, okay? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Okay, so the Mario movie Okay. Here's the biggest problem. Here's the biggest question that I have. Could the Mario movie defeat Star Wars Episode 8, which is right now at 1 billion, which is right now, of course, which is right now at $1,334,000,000. I told you guys my prediction. I told you guys the final box office big opening, the final big box office I have is $1,335,000,000. $1,335,000,000. And if it passes this film, if it passes Star Wars Episode 8, the Mario movie is now at the number 17 spot. It's in the top 20 films. I wish the movie could make it into the top 10, but the movie is not going to do that. I think the movie will pass the number 17 spot. If it could still make a single big bucks, if it could make big bucks at the box office, if it could make high or low, like I said, on its 7th weekend, $9 million. On its 7th weekend, $9 million. On its 8th weekend, I predicted $6 million for that weekend. No, I maybe predicted if the movie is still going to do pretty well, I'm predicting that the movie is going to make $6 million. Okay, 7th weekend, $9.5 million. On its 7th weekend, on its 8th weekend, $7 million. On its 8th weekend, 8 or 6, 8 like 7 to 8, 7 to 6, 7 to 6 million around that time for the 8th weekend. The 9th weekend will still be pretty low, but not still pretty high. 5 million to 4 million on its 8th weekend. On its 9th weekend. And at the final weekend for the United States, it's still going to do pretty high. I'm going to say for the final weekend, the movie is going to make $2 million on the 10th weekend. And the Mario movie is good potentially. I'm bigger crossing that the movie passes $1,335,000,000. If it passes Star Wars The Last Jedi, which I have heard people say that is by far the worst Star Wars movie ever made. If the Mario movie could pass that film, the Mario movie made a big success. And yeah, but my prediction is yes, it will pass $1.3 billion by far. So yeah. So my final prediction is if the movie could pass 1.335 billion, billion, then that's it. So yeah. So that would be it for the Super Mario Bros. Movie box office. Now let's take a wait. With that done with, let's now talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's box office, okay? Let's talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's box office right now and see how much this film made at the box office. So, here we go. I'm going to delete some of these posts. There we go. So, let's go here. So, let's see if anyone Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 made on its second weekend. So here we go. Checking it out in 3, 2, 1. The movie just passed $536.1 million. So the movie just passed $500 million. So the movie is right now doing pretty good right now. Like I'm just saying, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Oh yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is doing pretty well right now. It's gonna still do pretty big. But yeah, but we didn't find out how much the movie made on its on for the United States. We didn't figure out how much it made in the United States on its second weekend. Well, let's talk about it, shall we? The movie gave us over the movie gave us over $62 million, which I'm like, over $62 million. Hey, that's a pretty high number. 30 minutes away. $62 million, pretty high number. It has a negative 47.6% chop, but still pretty good. I'm still hope, but here's the problem. When Fast X comes out, what does this mean for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I have not seen the movie yet? I still need to get my tickets to go see it. I'm probably going to be seeing it in 3 weeks. I have heard people say it is a fantastic movie. Don't spoil me the movie down below in the description. Down below, no, not description. Don't comment down below on this video spoilers of Guardians 3. I don't really want no spoilers of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Just tell me how you love the film, but don't give me any spoilers. I want to go in there just free, with my brain up, and no movie going on. I want to go see it myself, and I'm going to go see it on my birthday. I'm probably going to get you guys a review when Transformers Rise of the Beast comes out. When the day when Transformers Rise of the Beast comes out, then I'm going to go see, then I'm going to review to you guys that day, on June 9th. Because it's going to be a late night showing, like, I'm going to say like 7:30, somewhere around there. So, yeah. So, for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, what am I predicting? Well, here's the biggest problem with this movie, okay? With the movie passing $500 million, I have no idea how big this movie is going to get, but if it can still do pretty big on its third weekend, then my prediction is, I'm thinking Guardians 3. My prediction is, if it can make a lot of money at the box office on its third weekend, then that would be very awesome right now. That would be so awesome, super duper awesome, and yeah. So let's just hope to find out what we got here. Now again, my big brother is home. So yeah. But for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, what am I predicting for Guardians 3? For me, I'm probably gonna say, I have no idea. I'm recording this right now at 8:42 p.m. So it's getting dark right now, the time I'm recording this video. But yeah, but for me, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Of course, my prediction is, with this number right here, with it making another extra $300 million, I'm still saying it could probably hit $1 billion. Because now, here's my question, okay? You guys know that Fast X comes out this weekend, right? And Fast X is going to have a big box office opening. I've been hearing a lot of people say it's going to open up with over 75 to 85 to close to $100 million. And Fast X might hit $1 billion. I don't really know. I have heard that the Fast X is going to have a charity called the Fast X charity. But yeah. But for me, I have a question for a lot of people related to for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And that is, what is going to happen with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? This is the biggest problem. This is the biggest problem I have. Will Guardians 3 make $1 billion? Probably not. Because now, of course, the movie is right now on a very big number right now. The movie is right now in a very big number. It's huge. Like with the movie, like again, let me show you guys again how much it made. $536.1 million. So close to close to 550. Not that close, but $536 million. On its second weekend, it made it to $500 million. So how much do I think it's gonna make on the third weekend? I'm predicting 50 to 40 million in the United States. And my prediction is the movie is gonna pass over $700 million on its third weekend. That's my prediction. It could possibly pass close to 800 million. But for right now, I think it's 100% going to pass over $700 million on its third weekend. And yeah, now Fast X would be number one in the United States for the first weekend. God's 3 would be number two, and the Mario movie is going to be number 3. So, yeah. But here's the biggest problem I have with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Again, will Guardians 3 make $1 billion? Probably not. But if it does have a pretty big third to fourth weekend, if it makes 40 million to 40 million and 30 and 20, like 40 million on its 40 million on its third weekend in the United States, and 25 million on its fourth weekend, there might be a possibility that the movie could possibly pass. Okay, there's a potential that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to pass $900 million on its fourth weekend. $900 million on its fourth weekend. It will make over $700 million on its third weekend, and it's going to make $900 million on its fourth weekend. Now, how about the fifth weekend? The biggest problem with the fifth weekend is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse comes out, which that's the next Marvel film after Guardians 3 to be released in theaters. I would possibly say that the fifth weekend is not going to be as big as the first four. But I'm going to say that it will. I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, if it makes over $900 million on its fourth weekend, that means that by the fifth weekend, it would make $1 billion. So by far, with the movie making $500 million in 2 weeks, $500 million in 2 weeks, there might be a possibility that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to have the biggest box office ever. So, yeah, I want to hear you guys. Do you think the Super Mario Bros. Movie is still going to make a lot of money on its 7th weekend? And what do you think about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? And do you guys think it would pass over $700 million on its third week? So yeah, of course, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys that guys. Wait. Of course, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys this, okay? Let's see if I can make this a little bit. So yeah, there we go, guys. So yeah, so I want to hear it out for you guys. What do you guys think about the box office for both of these movies? Do you think the Super Mario Bros. Movie Do you think the Super Mario Bros. Movie still has a possibility to pass $1.3 billion? And do you think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to make $1 billion on its fifth weekend at the beginning of June? Let me know down below in the comment section below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. I predicted that Guardians 3 will be the next $1 billion movie, and it's going to be the very first #1 Disney $1 billion movie, because Avatar: The Way of Water doesn't count as a Disney movie. That is still a 20th Century Fox movie. That's still a 20th Century Studios movie. That right there is not. I'm just saying. So yeah. So the Super Mario. So yeah. So again, my final prediction is the Mario movie will pass $1.3 billion. I think it's gonna probably pass 1.32. I can't see it passing the first star. So yeah, again, just as that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta go inside pretty soon, so I'm gonna end up this video as quickly as I can. But again, the Mario movie, I can't see it passing Star Wars Episode 8. I can't see it passing Star Wars Episode 8. I think it's gonna stay at the number 18 spot and pass 1.32 billion dollars. So 1.32 billion dollars. That's as big as I think it's gonna pass which means the movie has to. I feel like the movie is gonna make another extra $100 billion. That's my prediction there. It's gonna pass $1.3 billion. Absolutely, it's gonna pass that by the end of it. So yeah. But Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, that is one that I'm confused about. That's one that I'm really, really, really confused about, because I have no idea if Nintendo can. I don't know if Marvel can make $1 billion. Like, of course, like I said, Avatar: The Way of Water is not made by Disney. It's made by 20th Century Studios, which is bought by Disney. But Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was made by Marvel, who is, of course, that was, of course, from Disney, which is from Disney. It says right here. It says right here. Like it says right here. Produced by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. So Disney Motion, like Motion Pictures, Motion Pictures. So it's debuted. It's like it was debuted. Whatever how you pronounce that name. Disputed. Okay, disputed. Like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was disputed by Disney Motion Pictures Company, from the Disney Motion Pictures Company. So from the Disney company. So if Guardians of the Galaxy could pass, if the third Guardians film could make $1 billion, by far that would be amazing. Like, I could by far see that happening, passing $1.1 billion. That could by far be amazing. But here's the problem: the Mario movie has to pass $1.3 billion. There's no way the Guardians 3 will beat the Mario movie. The Mario movie was so hype that I know the critics are saying it's 59%. But look at the Guardians. But look at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 critics. They give the film an 83. So, two different. But it's a battle against two Chris Pratts. Because you have to remember, both Chris Pratt is in the Mario movie, and he plays as Mario, and in Guardians of the Galaxy, he plays as Star-Lord. So, this is really weird that you have two roles together for Mario and Star-Lord. Of course, Mario will absolutely win, but people are going to say Guardians 3 is a better movie than Mario, but Mario movie wins at the box office. So, that's just my prediction. So, yeah. Again, I predicted that Guardians 3 would be the first Disney billion-dollar movie, because Spider-Man No Way Home wasn't made by Disney. Let's look at this, okay? Okay, let's look at this, okay? Spider-Man No Way Home, okay? Let's look at Spider-Man No Way Home, shall we? Let's look at the Wikipedia for Spider-Man No Way Home, shall we? See? Disputed by Sony Pictures released. So, yeah, Sony Picture released. So it wasn't made by Disney. It was made by Sony. Which Sony made $1 billion, but that was a Disney. So I'm just saying that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 could be the number $1 billion movie since Star Wars Episode 9. And if Disney and of course, if Disney is bringing back $1 billion movies, then I would like that. Movies like Ant-Man 3, I wish that film made $500 million. It could still make it. It has to make an extra $25 million. It could still, if it could make, okay. If they get, okay. I'm just saying, if Ant-Man 3 could make, my prediction is, if Ant-Man 3 could pass, if Ant-Man 3 could pass, what am I trying to say? I mean, if Ant-Man 3 can make an extra $25 million, that means the movie just passed $500 million. So, yeah, I was just saying, yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm going to end up the video here, guys. Again, I'm saying Mario movie will pass 1.3, I would say $1.32 billion. That's my final predictions for the Mario movie. For Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, $1.1 billion. And again, guys, like I said, if Guardians 3 passes over $700 million on its third weekend and hit over $900 million on its fourth weekend, and it makes $1 billion on its fifth weekend, hey, I'm not the boss here. I'm not Disney. I'm not Marvel. I'm not Disney. I'm not Universal. I'm not Illumination. I'm not Nintendo. So I don't know box office. So yeah. So hope you guys do enjoy this box office video. I'm gonna keep on doing these every week for you guys until, and yeah. Now I might be bringing back some normal box office videos to be a bit different. I'm gonna probably bring them back. But talking about box office, I might bring those videos back for you guys next week. Then I can show you guys every film release. I will show you guys the 3 movies: Mario, Guardians 3, and Fast X. I will give you guys that next week. So yeah, and I don't know we don't know how much Fast X is gonna make. So yeah. So again, hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys did, hit the like button down below. And again, leave it down below in the comment section below. Tell me, guys, what do you think the Mario movie is going to end? And how much do you think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to make? Leave it down below in the comment section below. So, yeah. Okay, guys, hit the like button down below. Let's try to hit this video to 5 likes. If you could do that, that would be amazing. Also, if this is your first time here, then click that subscribe button down below. I need you guys' help. I'm trying to get this channel to 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys could go down below and go do that, that would be amazing. Again, guys, quick reminder: you guys can watch the Mario movie on digital. The Mario movie is on digital, but the Mario movie only made. But if you want to rent it for $25, or you could buy it cheaper, then go watch it in theaters. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, click that subscribe button down below. So yeah. Also, make sure you guys go check out. Also, guys, click on my channel page. Go click my channel, pick my channel picture, and go check out my Mario video that I released today. Well, yesterday, if you're watching it. I made a Mario movie Peaches reacted video. Like a Peaches music video, fan-made music video. So go check that one out. That video has a lot of viewers. Got 2 likes, got 1 viewer. That got 2 likes, 1 comment, and I think that only has 20 to 21 viewers right now. The last time I checked was 18. So yeah. So yeah, guys. And yeah, I'm gonna say that. So yeah. Hit that notification bell to never miss when I upload a video. Also, share this video with your friends and the family. And make sure you guys go down below and go subscribe to my 2 other channels. I need your help on my gaming channel. I'm trying to get my gaming channel to 500 subscribers by the end of July. So if you guys can go down below and go help my gaming channel out, again, down below in the description, down below. Go help me get that channel to 500 subscribers. I am not really uploaded on that channel lately. I need to get back to doing videos. There's multiple videos I have planned that's coming out on that channel. So stay tuned. I have more videos coming up. I'm gonna probably start back up in the end of May to June. I'm just taking a break for that channel. So yeah, make sure you guys go down below. After you guys subscribe to my gaming channel, go make sure you go check out my Christian channel. Go subscribe to it. Try to get my Christian channel to 500 subscribers by the end of April. No, by the middle of July. So if you guys could go down below and go subscribe to that channel, that would be amazing. It's May 16th, and we only have 2 months left to go subscribe. So subscribe to this channel subscribe to my Christian channel if you haven't yet, and go subscribe to my gaming channel. So yeah. Both of those channels will be down below in the description, as well as my sister's channel. My sister needs your help. She's trying to get her YouTube channel to 100 subscribers, and she wants to get to 100 subscribers before she starts filming a video. Because she has a lot of videos coming up very, very soon. She has a lot of videos coming up. She has videos she has some ideas to do. She has some ideas of doing a YouTuber, but she doesn't know if she wants to do it or not. But if she does want to do YouTube, then go subscribe to her. That will help her channel a lot, and that will make my sister happy. That will make her happy, and that will make her super proud of herself for you guys for helping her out. She's a Christian as well as me, so she wants to do Christian videos in the future. So stay tuned for all that. So yeah, stay tuned, guys, because the next box office video is going to be on June 23rd. So May 23rd, which that's the day when my sister and my brother-in-law is coming over, which is going to be interesting, which I don't know. And my nephew is going to be here, which that would be happy because I love my nephew, and he is about to be 4 months old tomorrow. Like today, if you're watching this on the 17th, today, yeah. Well, today I recorded this on the 16th, but if you're watching this on the 17th, then today my nephew just turned 4 months old. So, yeah, that's amazing for my nephew. That's amazing. So, yeah. So, stay tuned for May 23rd for the next box office video that I talk about the Mario movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and the new movie, Fast X. So, yeah, don't forget to go down below, click that subscribe button to join the Ninja Nation Army, and stick around. Go check out more of my other videos. And I will see my Mario movie fans, my Mario movie and Guardians Mario. I will see my Mario fans and my Guardians of the Galaxy fans next time. Peace.